put it the question this way: do we have often the demand or request for customers to develop just mobile websites, particularly if they're using Flash extensively, maybe luxury brand?
I think today there's only one brand of devices that you can run Flash on them. I think Nokia can do that. But with mobile today, that's why for animated sites, etc., you can build iPhone application, and that's why everybody is going to that in that direction. And you have but it's going to change very quickly. Macromedia is working with Apple to develop the Flash, and we are going there. But there are other technologies that allows you to create nice experience on mobile, like Ajax, Justin mentioned Silverlight, etc. Those are going to be the drivers of the rich interface application. We've been developing a lot of sites in that sense. Mobile also in terms of travel is working pretty well. There was a few case study published a few weeks ago, like Marriott and Hilton using mobile bookings, and they are showing very, very good numbers and conversions on mobile websites.
Yeah, I'd like to chime in and ask a question. Talk about something new you're doing for the first time for a travel client. And I want to hear from all of you. You've never done before. Privately, it's a little tricky for you. You're learning, but you can't admit it to the client. What are those things?
Mobile booking.
Mobile booking?
Yes.
Social media monitoring.
So you're monitoring the amount of...
What's happening in all these blogs, portals, and so on.
And are you using your own techniques, or are you using one of the semantic web
We are using the technology of a service provider, and a part of it is still manual. Some things can't be evaluated with the technology so far.
Yeah, Marco, Justin?
For me, is profiling similar users in order to get similar recommendation based, I would say a type of recommendation based on profiles. It's something, sorry, my English is not on complicate things. It's a kind of recommendation engine based on similar profiles. I think this could be proven very, very successfully.
So many, Philip. You know, I could go on for hours.
I bet you could. Brand new things you're doing right now you've never done before.
So we're doing a mobile booking thing, but we're not just kind of translating what you can do on the web on the mobile. We're looking at the mobile as a device and saying, okay, what does this mean? You know, well, it's mobile for a start. Yeah. What can we do with it? So we're kind of adding some geo to it, and we're making that geo stuff that we're adding to it to actually make it useful. You know, and that goes back to the Flash question. You know, Flash is fine if it's useful. You know, if it's a pain in the bum, you don't want it there, you know, so make it useful. So that's what we're doing in the mobile space with booking. But we're also doing some really interesting stuff in rich internet applications as well, using some of the new stuff that Microsoft's pulling out, like Photosynth, which is really exciting.
And these things you mentioned, 4 or 5 things, did your client push you to do it, or did you urge your client to do it?
We have a thing called Halo projects at Fortune Cookie, which means that if we think something's really exciting, that it's going to deliver clients some serious ROI, then we'll put money and time into it to actually make it happen, and then we'll kind of showcase it to the world with our client.
So you pushed it. Mobile booking, your idea or your client's idea?
It's our idea, but as I mentioned before, and it looks we have a similar kind of model where I mentioned performance-based. We come up with some new idea, we invest, and we take the risk, and when we show the ROI and the business case behind it, the client adopts it and buy it and keep developing it. So it's kind of similar approach to that, but we are suggesting and more ideas.
Marco, Isabel, the profiling and the review of the user-generated, mostly your clients pushing you to do that?
We proposed it to our client. We had experience from other sectors, but it's our first travel client who's doing it, and we proposed it.
About the profiling was proposed in a pitch among other ideas, and the client chose our proposal. So we proposed and the client liked.
As a customer, would be interested in utilizing my mobile phone GPS device. So is there anything in terms of geotagging, mesh-ups, GPS usage? So I would be going shopping in a city. Is there anything innovative that you are currently working on, maybe projects?
For not travel, but like other clients in retail, there's always the store locator. We are developing also some wireless interactive based on Bluetooth recommendation and promotion when you're at the proximity of a specific store. So it's all in kind of fibrillation mode, and we are pushing that kind of ideas.
Does this go even to navigation systems and cars, that they becoming more interactive? Are you
Not yet.
seeing something in this direction?
There's an application called Near to You, I think. On the
NRU,
iPhone.
around me and
Around
NRU
me.
as well.
Yeah.
Lastminute.com Labs are doing some good stuff at the moment. NRU, if you haven't seen it yet.
Thank you very much. We continue to monitor this. Thank you very much, Justin Cook, Kais Makhlouf, and Marco Tossi, and Isabel Wagner.